going to have a look at a little older of one of my kits here. I built this many years ago, like a long time ago, because this kit is actually the AFV Club Tiger kit. I think it's one of the like premier Tiger kits out there. I thought it was a great kit when it came out, and it never gets any acknowledged like anymore, because it seems like every other day there's companies coming out with a new Tiger. And at the time I built this, there was no what this tank is the Gruppe Ferman Tiger tank. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Can't remember exactly how it's pronounced, if that's the right way of saying it or not, but I had to build that tank out of the AFV Club kit, and I used a resin turret in order to do it. So first off, this is, like I said, the AFV Club kit, and it's an excellent kit, highly recommended if you can pick it up cheap, because the thing is, nowadays there's so many options for Tigers out there, and they range from, you know, any price. You can get them $100 plus, and I think this is a perfectly adequate kit if you want a builder's kit. It seems to be accurate and everything, and it comes with the metal barrel and everything. For its time, it was great. At the time, it was you had only a couple options. They had the Tamiya Tiger, the Italeri Tiger, which was pretty dated, and the Academy Tiger was out, and then Dragon had released their like super detailed excellent Tiger, which is still, I think, one of the best Tigers. And then AFV Club did one, and it doesn't really get any love or recognition, but I thought it was a great kit myself. And one of its like excellent features is that it has actual band tracks. So if you're a person that doesn't want to do individual track links, it like that's and you want to do an actual builder kit, I think this kit was, you know, totally accurate. Like or you know, it's perfect for that if that's what you want to do. The subject is because the 80th anniversary of the like the Battle of Berlin and the fall of the Nazis, the end of World War II. I thought I would, you know, pull this one out. And this tank, the Gruppe Ferman, you know, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Not that it really matters, but this was one of the units that was one of the last units to fight in Berlin or in Germany in the war. Like this tank, the special thing about this tank is that it's a late model hull with the steel wheels and everything, but they used an earlier turret. Like this is just a mismatch of parts because they were so desperate, they had nothing left really, so they took, you know, museum pieces and were getting them back. Like they were even using the Ferdinand Tigers at the end there because they had nothing left. So that makes this one kind of special. The other only significant thing about it, other than it's the mix of the early turret and late hull, is that they were painted in this what they call slate gray. It's almost like it's such a greenish tinge of gray, but it was called slate gray, and that the whole vehicle was painted over with that. That's really the only two distinctive features, other than, you know, they were totally beat to hell and you know, they were junked up. Like they were nothing. I mean, they were just to be totally functional, like till obviously the war was over, because I mean they were definitely, they had lost by the time this vehicle has come about. So I thought I would show my build here. Again, this was you know, over 10 years, probably 15 years ago that I built this, and we can have a go around here. Some of the things that were really nice about this tank when it came out is you could leave the side fenders off. Like that was a really nice feature, and it looks like you could see like the holes for the bolt heads and everything. And I believe it featured, not positive, but it may have featured metal fenders, or I could be wrong. It could be the Dragon one that I'm thinking of. And then other stuff I left off is the like there's a top for the exhaust. There's like the little I think all they do is, it's almost like a muzzle brake. I think that the thing on the top of the exhaust, it just kind of diverts the smoke and exhaust. So we have that. And then there's, I believe there's also a secondary shielding over the exhaust, which I left off. And I put these just wooden planks over the rear ventilation there. So here's our tank here, and I will give a little bit of a closer look to it. You can see some of the details, little finer details. I'm not positive of the barrel. I may have used the kit barrel because it was a metal one. I'm not sure if that came with the turret, and unfortunately the turret, I don't know who makes it, and I'm 100% positive you can't get the turret anymore, other than if you maybe just found it somewhere, like in a pile of like stuff used at a show or something like that. I'm sure it's not still in production. I had to leave the screens off of there because I think I had to take the screens off and use them on a different Tiger. I think that's why I didn't put the screens on, but it's still fitting for this particular tank. And the aerial, you can see the aerial sitting there because when I cleaned this off, this was just off my shelf. I broke it off by accident, so you can see here the nice details on it. And the way the tracks lay, like these have been like this for, you know, over a decade, and the tracks, they lay down perfectly fine. If you glue them on there, I mean, they look excellent to me. And we can see just some more of the details. And this was back in the day. The wooden planks, now I would have used a wooden wash on them, but this was before we had products for just about everything. So yeah, this is just my 1/35th scale AFV Club, like late model Gruppe Ferman Tiger tank, and other than that, thank you for watching.